Yo, 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 welcome back. Welcome back. It is Hoops and Brews. I probably should have done a countdown. I did not do the countdown. I just hopped straight into the episode, but it's been a long one, a long day. We're back though. We haven't done this in about 2 weeks. I'm sorry. I've been traveling. Um, I've been in New York. I was in Chicago. So I want to say number one, happy holidays. I hope all you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I hope it was everything that you wanted it to be. Um, and I'm happy to be back. There's a lot to talk about on the show today. Obviously, like I said, we haven't done this in a minute, so there's a whole lot to talk about today. A lot of stuff has happened. Joe, man, how are you? How you been?
What's good, man? I'm pretty good. I just bounced back from the flu. It had me down for about a week. I did get to kind of pretty much enjoy Thanksgiving with my family, the full course meal. Everybody was there. I'm doing good though. I'm happy, very happy to be back on the show. Like you said, I haven't done this in a while. There's been a lot going on. As far as I had the flu, I couldn't walk for 3 weeks, but we back now. I'm on the way
You
back
know,
up.
your ankle was fine.
I can't run on it, but I could walk pretty good. I
Yes,
could
I
walk
can't
pretty
run
good.
on the ankles.
I can't run it really to jog yet. Like I can't get back on my cardio grind yet. Like
You can't go hoop yet.
Nah, I can't go back on my hikes, my hooping, all that shit is still clipped for now. But
I really feel
yeah,
like you need damn near physical therapy at this point.
I
I
don't know.
damn
I
near feel
feel
like you need physical therapy, bro. Cause like, bro, it's been like 5 weeks. You
I'm
sprained your
targeting.
ankle like 5 weeks ago, bro.
I'm targeting. It was a high level sprain, OG. I'm targeting January. My homie actually invited me to join his rec league, so
You said you
I'm
targeted January.
I'm targeting something for my return. I'm about to join the rec league. I'm about to be balling. But yeah, I'm targeting. Hopefully, 2023. I'm back on my full blown. I used to take like 10,000 steps a day, dude, minimum. Like I started 20,000, 20 plus. But I used to be an active motherfucker. I was arguably in the top tier shape of my life when this happened to me. But once I'm back, I'm bouncing back. Like I'm not. I ain't even wearing my Apple Watch. That's how embarrassed I am of my inactivity.
Hey man, look, man. I hope you get better. I hope it improves. I hope it heals.
Salute.
Uh, and yeah, but now let's get into it today. The first thing I want to talk about today is early title favorites. Obviously, there are teams who I think have jumped off and have been playing really well. Obviously, the Suns are still top of the West. I actually didn't think they would be on top of the West
That's
as we
actually
sit here
surprising
today.
me too.
I actually thought that they were kind of cooked after the game 7 last year. I thought that was that was damn near the last we've seen of the Sun. I thought they would take a step back, but they haven't. Your Suns haven't taken a step back. The Bucks obviously are the Bucks. I don't think anybody is shocked by that. The Celtics playing great basketball. I don't think
Killing it.
anybody is shocked
Jason
by that
Tatum.
either. The Nuggets are up there. Really, honestly, if I would say in the West, first of all, early title football. Who do you trust in the Western Conference? Who are the teams that you actually trust? Because when you look at the West,
It's hard
yes,
to put real trust in any of these teams.
like,
I
like,
guess
like,
it's kind of
like
hard.
for real, yes, Phoenix is leading the conference. Yes, Phoenix is on a 6 game win streak. If you want to say you trust Phoenix, I'm fine with that. Obviously, I think Chris Paul has been out. He has a heel injury, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to come back sometime soon, though. Possibly this week.
Yeah. So he has a heel injury. So Chris Paul hasn't been there. But when I look at everybody, Denver, do we really, even though Denver has won 4 games straight, do we really trust Denver? The Pelicans, I think the Pelicans can be really good if they could all play at the same time, which is my
Hmm.
main thing with the Pelicans. So do we really trust them? The Grizzlies, man, the Grizzlies been looking a little in. Now, granted, Desmond Bain has been hurt. They've had some injuries. Jaren Jackson just
Just got
came
back.
back. So eh, the Warriors are coming along now, but are they really coming along now? The Jazz have kind of fell off. I don't think any of us thought that the Jazz were going to win the championship anyway. The Blazers have lost 3 in a row now. Obviously, Dame has been hurt, but again, the Blazers have lost 3 in a row now. The Kings have been playing some good basketball, but do we really think the Kings are going to be a title contender? No, we do not. It's just great to see the Kings playing actual NBA basketball again for the first time in like 15 years. The Clippers, Kawhi has came back, then he sprained his ankle. He out again. Paul George out. Norman Powell just got hurt. Who do we actually trust in the Western Conference? I think the East is a little bit simpler. I think there
A
are two
little bit,
teams that
a
are
little
completely.
bit,
What's up?
a little bit more simple. Not as much, I think. Just
Nah, I
because you
think
got
Nah, I think in the East, two teams
a
are
little
pretty much
bit.
separated from everybody else. I mean, even if you look at the Bucks, obviously Middleton isn't back yet. Pat Connaughton isn't back yet, and they're still finding ways to win basketball games, and they're still sitting at what's their record?
They're
15 and
second,
5.
15 and 5.
Yeah, 15 and 5. The Celtics, obviously, won 5 in a row. Jason Tatum is playing incredible basketball. Jaylen Brown is playing great basketball. Marcus Smart, I think, is he still hurt? Has he even come back yet?
Did he play last night? I don't think he did. Last night was a crazy game though.
Robert Williams still hasn't come back yet. So I think those two
Williams
teams are pretty
hasn't
much
come back.
separated from everybody else. But with the Western Conference, who do you
Smart played
trust?
last night.
He
played last night.
Okay. Well, Smart is back now, but Robert Williams still hasn't played all season. So I think in the East, we can pretty much put the Bucks and the Celtics up here, and everyone else is like below them.
Cleveland is 14-8.
Yeah, but I don't.
14-8.
Yeah, Cleveland is 14-8, but I think there's a different level between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Bucks and the Celtics currently, in my personal opinion, at least.
I'm not mad at it.
I think there's Bucks, Celtics, and then there's Cavs somewhere below them. But in the West, what the fuck? So if you would like to tell me who you trust in the Western in the Western Conference, the floor is yours.
The West is, like you said, the West is pretty tough. Dallas is not even in a playing team at the moment as we speak. But in the West, if I really had to put money on somebody, somebody got coming. Joe, I'm not mad at it. But the West is tough. If I really had to put money on somebody in the West, I'm probably holding my money. But I mean, I feel you just got to go with Phoenix at this point. Their experience, you see a jump from Mikal Bridges. Aiden, ever since his ankle healed, he's been playing some great basketball as of late. Over his last 4 or 5 games, they've been giving him the ball. He's been putting his dominance on it. He's been impacting the game a lot. But I feel like you got to go with them. They're the most experienced, and they've been winning without Chris Paul, without Cam Johnson. He tore his meniscus earlier. And he was having a career year. Cam Johnson shooting 43% from 3 and 14, 15 points per game. So I think that's a team that's pretty much you got to go with. But out West, I give them a slight edge over everybody else, just because of the chemistry. And D-Book is even taking another step. D-Book is a surefire guaranteed locked in all-star. First team All NBA last year.
I'm okay with saying he's the best shooting guard in the NBA now. I'm fine with saying that.
I'm glad, dude. You seen him fucking torch Levine ass last night.
I will not speak on. I'm not talking about Zach LaVine for this entire show. I'm not speaking about anything Chicago Bulls led this entire show.
I appreciate that. But
Eradicate the Bulls.
Phoenix is campaigns is even coming back, giving them good minutes this year after last season. He kind of fell off. They got a backup guard in Dwayne Washington. Mikal Bridges up. He still don't got the shimmies. I wouldn't trust him to give me a game-winning bucket, but his scoring averages have slightly jumped a little bit. Phoenix is all around us. They're they got the chemistry and they're there. Obviously, Denver is right there behind them. I think only a game back, 14-7 behind 15-6. Jokic's numbers slightly dropped a little bit, but they're producing winning now.
That's a good thing, though. It's a good thing, though.
Yeah. His numbers dropped a little bit, but they got KCP has been an outstanding pickup for this team. What else is going on with Denver? Michael Porter Jr., even though he's been out the lineup lately, he's having a heck of a season. Aaron Gordon is really balling this year. Have you noticed he's been able to do a bunch of things out there? Jamal Murray, I still think you kind of.
I don't think I've watched a single Denver Nuggets game this season.
No,
to keep it all the way G with you, there. Not a team I watch like that, but yes, I know they've been playing some good basketball. Bones Highland has stepped up off the bench. Bones Highland playing good basketball. He's averaging 15. But still with Denver, yes, in theory, this year should be the year for the Nuggets that we've been waiting on since I want to say the bubble. Right, when they went to the conference final, I think we all thought that the next year they would take a step and they'll possibly be a finals team. I even think, if I'm not mistaken, did I pick them to win the West? I know I picked them one of these years to win the West, right? Because I just looked at I thought Murray, Porter, all those guys taking a step. So yes, in theory, the Nuggets should be doing exactly what they're doing right now, but I still just don't 100% believe in the Denver Nuggets.
The West is fun.
I just don't 100% believe in the Nuggets. I'm with you. If I had to pick one team, I would still say the Suns. And if I had to pick another team, I would still say the Warriors. I'm sorry. I know the Warriors have been looking how they've been looking, but you still got to beat them 4 times in 2 weeks. You still got to beat them 4 times in 2 weeks.
They put the same thing. Just put their number 2 pick down to the G League.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but hold on, wait.
150 million. He can't dribble the ball without doing.
Yes. Well, first of all, we all knew Jordan Poole carries the ball every single time. It's actually egregious. Secondly, with the Warriors and Wiseman, I think Wiseman has been treated somewhat unfairly. I don't think he's I don't think he's as bad as people make him out to be. Number one, we have to realize. Wait. We have to realize he's only played 50 NBA games. He's
And
only played 50 NBA games.
And it shows every time he get on the court. Like,
Yes,
I mean, I think
but
some of the blame has to kind of go to the Warriors too. Like Jeremiah, where's your veteran leadership? Why are you not teaching this nigga the offense? Why this nigga don't know there's supposed to be a screen right there? He should be in this nigga's ear 24/7. He should know where to be. And most of the time he out there, he don't look like he know where he need to be.
But listen though, most people who have played 50 games in the NBA don't. It's just he had the not the unfortunate circumstance, but the circumstance of you're going to a great basketball team. Again, Anthony Edwards got to make all the mistakes he want to make. LaMelo Ball got to make all the mistakes he want to make. Everybody who got picked that high got to make all the mistakes. Usually get to make all the mistakes that they want to make. He don't get that chance because he got to a team where they're contending immediately. I think he would have been better served, and he would probably look better if he was on a team that wasn't as good and a team that didn't have championship expectations. Like they needed him to come in and then to be a veteran at that point. And again, we talking about a guy who didn't even play. He didn't even play in college, and even like he played 2 games. I think so. Basically, we talking about a high schooler coming to the NBA.
But they not asking Wiseman for that much. They not asking the nigga to go out there and get you 20 and 10. They asking him to set some screens, catch some lobs, and be a Superman Looney. He's not able to. He can't do that.
But bro, look how long it took Looney to be Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney didn't come out day one being Kevon Looney. We just didn't give a shit because he got picked 29th.
But it's exactly that's why it matters though. Like you number 2 pick.
What I'm saying about Wiseman is I think he's getting treated unfairly. He's not getting the chance to actually go out there and make his normal mistakes that most young players get the chance to make. And I think that they're doing themselves a disservice long term. They're probably going to ruin his confidence at some point. His contract comes up next year. Listen, his contract comes up next year. With all the money that they're going to be spending up, I don't know if they're going to be willing to re-sign him. Now, granted, I don't know how much money he's even worth at this point, but I don't think that they're going to be willing to re-sign him unless something completely turns completely turns around. But still, and again, I know Klay has had his struggles. Now, I don't think Klay Thompson is the Klay Thompson that he was. I don't think he's the Klay Thompson that he was in that Game 6 versus the Raptors before he went down. But I saw somebody say he was Phoenix Suns Grant Hill. That was insane. I do not think that man is Phoenix Suns Grant Hill. I think Klay Thompson. Yes, I think Klay Thompson still has good basketball left in him. So again, I think that he'll pick it up. Not for real. I think that he'll pick it up again. Jordan Poole hasn't been playing like he got paid $150 million so far this season, but I think that he'll pick it up. Steph Curry is arguably having one of the best seasons of his career this season. So again, you still have to beat this team 4 times in 2 weeks. So again, if I had to put my money on it, I'll go Phoenix just because again, I think Book has taken a step. And even for so much that was made about Aiden and the way it ended last year, I mean, it seems like Aiden's having fun. It seems like they're all having fun. I think winning cures everything. Seems like I said, they're all having fun playing the game of basketball. Like you said, Cam Johnson is out, Chris Paul is out. Yeah, and they're winning without those guys. So again, if I had to put my money on 2 people in the West, I would say the Warriors still, and I would say Phoenix. And I want to say the Clippers. But the Clippers are at the point where I consider them a concept. They got to get on the court and play at some point in time, brother. Like they come on. They gotta get on the court for at least 5 to 10 games with their actual team that they're supposed to have and play some basketball. At some point in time, it gotta happen.
Again, I agree. They did just beat the Blazers the other night, even though the Blazers are struggling.
And then Norman Powell got hurt at the end of the game and he ain't play. And then Paul George still out. And Kawhi Leonard still out.
You're not going to be to that. Watch when they get that stadium. Watch everybody magically be healthy the year when their stadium is done, and watch that be their year. Just like the Rams.
34 years old. That's not a young team. They ain't got no spring chickens over there.
They traded their future for Paul George. They traded the man in Oklahoma City who's averaging 30 points per game for Paul George.
You're gonna think about that though.
What's the thing? What's the thing?
I think like revisionist history is going to tell you, quote unquote, it was a bad trade. It wasn't a bad trade. Here's why it wasn't a bad trade.
They don't win even if they don't win a championship. Even if they don't win a championship?
No. Because here's why. You know they have the best team in Clippers history right now.
On paper, every season.
It is a fact. They reached their first conference final. What was it last season?
It was It was just no.
2
Was
seasons
that
ago?
last?
Or was it last
That
year?
was 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago.
2
Last
seasons ago.
season conference
They
finals
reached,
was Mavericks Warriors.
yeah. They reached their first conference finals. This is a fact. The
That's so
PG and
amazing.
Kawhi era has no like listen. We have
Should they
to,
have thrown a parade for that?
but listen,
For that conference final?
for the fucking Clippers, yes. If it's the
So you
Lakers, no, but the Clippers, yes.
you want to mortgage your whole future and a future possible superstar for a conference finals appearance? That's not in
For the
hindsight.
Clip,
That's
but
not
listen,
something that
listen,
you want to
listen,
celebrate.
bro.
That's not something you
Listen,
want to throw a party about.
listen. Kawhi Leonard doesn't come there if they don't make that trade.
What the fuck is Kawhi Leonard doing as a Clipper besides
Conference finals,
out every?
selling seats in conference finals.
Is
Listen,
he really?
listen. For the Clippers, all you want to do is make sure you put yourself in a situation where you have your own actual fan base, which I think they're getting to the point where the Clippers have their own actual fan base. I think the Clippers have genuine people who come to Clippers games because they actually want to see the Clippers play basketball.
No, none of them want it. It's not for Kawhi Leonard. And most of the time, they know he ain't gonna be on the court when they purchase tickets.
Even still, Paul George,
He
he's
ain't
a
gonna be
name.
there.
No, but I'm even still Paul George. He's a name. I think the
He
Clippers
just
have genuine. Listen. I think the Clippers have genuine fans. So it was not a bad trade because again, from a business standpoint, yes, Shea has developed to be incredible. But Shea Gilgeous-Alexander over the past 3-4 years is not putting people in the seats the same way Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have put people in the seats. So no, business wise, it wasn't a bad trade. You want to make sure that when you open your new arena, and I think 24, 25, you have some guys that people would drive to Inglewood to go see, and you have a established fan base. Also, the Clippers have actual jerseys that they can fucking retire now. You can actually retire Clippers jerseys. You can retire Chris Paul. You can retire Blake Griffin. You can retire DeAndre Jordan. You can retire Lou Williams. You can retire Paul George. You can retire
Lou
Kawhi Leonard.
Williams. Lou Williams.
Yeah. He's arguably the best
No.
6 man in NBA history.
How many years with the Clippers? 4 at most.
Like
He's
5.
a journeyman.
But he won 2 6 man of the year awards.
That's enough to get your jersey retired?
Vinny Johnson, Vinny, the microwave Johnson jersey is retired in Detroit. Now, granted, they did win championships, but he was at his point in time, he was one of the best 6 men. Yes, for the Clippers, for sure. You can actually retire jerseys. Lou Williams already get his jersey retired in a no, he does.
All right, man.
DJ deserves it too. Again, the Clippers actually have a no, bro. Lob City brought validity to the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi Leonard and PG stamped it. This is the best team in franchise history. But again, they are still a concept currently right now. So I want to say the Clippers, but they're a concept. They have to actually get on the court and actually play some damn basketball for me to fully be
sold.
Be sold on them. But moving along, one team I do want to talk about next. What is wrong with the Minnesota Timberwolves? I think the Timberwolves were the team over the offseason that many people had big expectations for. Obviously, they made the big Rudy Gobert trade. So far, it ain't really been working out like that. They are 11-11. Granted, Cat just got hurt. Luckily, it was just a calf strain. I thought he tore his Achilles. Luckily, it was just a calf strain. So hopefully, Cat can get back and come back and be healthy. But I have a take about Cat that I will get into later. But I want to ask you, what's wrong with the Timberwolves? And do you think that the Timberwolves can right the ship and fix it?
What's wrong with the Timberwolves? It's still early. With 22 games in, they got a heck of a win last night, an emotional win. I feel like were they at home or away?
They was at
Memphis? Home. Oh, at home. I think Ja got ejected early. Dylan Brooks got ejected. Emotions were flaring. Anthony Edwards was quiet throughout the whole game. In the fourth quarter, he exploded for like 14.
The thing about Anthony Edwards though last night was he played possibly the best defense I've ever seen Anthony Edwards play. No, defense. He was balling yesterday.
Yeah, he was creating a lot. But it just like we said, we said this on the pod before. It's just a lot of adjustments they're going through right now. Cat is adjusting. Not Cat. Anthony Edwards has been very vocal about how he's not used to playing with 2 bigs in the paint. He's saying that that's kind of messing him up. Gobert is also like how we see Gobert in Utah. He's getting ignored a lot, just like how he got ignored in Utah. And the fact that he isn't really a threat on offense. Like last night, they threw him a lob and he fumbled the shit and it went flying. And the fact is that he's not a threat on offense. I think that can kind of hurt them at times. Cat is just playing defense on the wing. And Anthony Edwards hasn't been all that great. Like, what is this, his fourth or third year?
Third year?
I think third, but he, like I said, he played great ball last night. But is he really taking that jump to where this guy's a number one pick and he's really gonna be like, as of, he's not even an all-star right now. If the season, if it was mid-break, and I think they need all-star production out of Anthony Edwards. They need him to be that guy
I didn't
every night.
all-star either, so far.
You said what? Oh,
Not all-star either. So far. This season, he's not.
I'm not mad at that, but Cat is typically he's been all-star for 3 years in a row now. So, but yeah, they need more out of their guys. But I think they're trying to adjust. There's just a lot of adjustments going on. Like Rudy Gobert is kind of a lot to just throw in to what you're trying to do. They lose Pat Bev, even though he's fucking tweaking this year. They lose Pat Bev. They lose Kyle Anderson. I mean, no, not Kyle Anderson. Vanderbilt. But I mean, the Timberwolves is just kind of it's early. They have time. I think that they'll be a top. They'll make the plan. I'll pencil them for a minimum of the plan. But unless Edwards and Cat can increase their play and get the chemistry going with Gobert, maybe even get him involved a little more, even though I highly doubt that happens. I think he's just like how Mitchell used to ignore Gobert on the pick and roll. And Edwards does the exact same thing. But I mean, pretty much, yeah, they just got to get chemistry going, and we'll see if they can increase their play. D'Angelo Russell is a very interesting guard. He struggles to finish around the rim, has a lot of questionable decisions in the clutch. But it's just a lot going on out there in Minnesota. But it seems like last night I think that was a big win for them, being able to be, even though Memphis is obviously a little injured right now with no Bane. But we'll see moving forward if they can get it together. But right now, it's just a lot going on for the first 22 games. They still got time before the All-Star break. If they can maybe grab some momentum and Edwards can consistently play how he played last night, and you probably got something going on in Minnesota.
For one, Anthony Edwards hasn't taken a step that we thought he was going to take, which I think is one of the biggest issues. He hasn't taken that step yet. Like I said before the season, what are these guys? Like it's Anthony Edwards, JR.
Right now, he looked like Andrew Wiggins. He looked like Wiggins in Minnesota.
Nah, like is he Isaiah Ryder 2023 or is he Anthony fucking Edwards? Cat, I have a take about Cat. I'm very interested to see them play this month without Cat and see how. Granted, they do have some injuries. Jaden McDaniel still isn't healthy. Torian Prince is also out. But I'm very interested to see them play this month without Cat. If they start winning basketball games without Cat, I'm gonna tell you trade Cat. Trade Cat.
Trade Cat already?
Trade Cat. If granted, like I said, I want to see them. Listen, I want to see them play this month without Cat. And if they can start winning basketball, the reason I say this is because I don't know if Cat does anything dominant enough on the court. I said this many times. I don't know if he does anything dominant enough on the court that you can build around.
You don't want to. There's 3-point shooting. Shit.
That's not dominant enough.
What do you look for in return for a Cat though? What do you want? What do you want? A wing, another wing? What do you
like?
What is
Yeah, like also number one. I think when they lost Jared Vanderbilt, I think defensively that was a huge thing, right? Because you see too many times, right, where granted they're still 14th in defense, so they're not terrible in defense. They're still 14th in defense. Now, granted, offensive rebounding they could get better with that. Reason being is for whatever reason. When Rudy is on the court, no,
Gobert had like 2 rebounds last night. G.
Yeah, but he got in foul trouble. Also, Memphis takes a lot of threes, so like the ball just flies over his head. And also with Steven Adams, you got to keep Steven Adams off the board. And so many times they'll just stand there and wait for Rudy to get the rebound, and the guards don't rebound at all. So, but again, they're still 14th in defense, so they're not terrible. But I just think that too many times you'll see, especially in transition, Rudy will run to the basket and Cat will run to the basket because both of them are very like used to covering the paint because they're both bigs. But Cat has to realize now on defense, you're not a big anymore. When Rudy is in the game, you have to now go cover the wing. I don't know if Cat is fleet-footed enough, light enough on his feet to be able to do that consistently. Also, like I said, they lost Jared Vanderbilt. So now when you would go to the bench, if Jaden McDaniels isn't there, you have Kyle Anderson there, who again they call him slow-mo. He's not light on his feet. D'Angelo Russell, what the fuck? Step it up, brother. Step it up, brother. On both sides of the basketball. Step it up, brother.
He don't want that money. It's a contract for him.
Step it up, brother. But yeah, again, I would love to see how they play without Karl-Anthony Towns. If they play better without Karl-Anthony Towns, and if Anthony Edwards literally actually starts to, if Ant plays how he played last night consistently, that's what you need from Anthony Edwards. You need that level of defense, and you need that level of big-time offense in moments when it counts. If he can do that consistently, trade Cat. Trade Cat, get you a wing, build out your team a little bit more.
They for sure need to get some of them picks back. They have no picks.
Some of the picks back. Something. So again, it all isn't lost for the Timberwolves. I think people are making a little bit too much of it. Would I trade Cat for Lowry? I'm gonna need more than Lowry. You could give me back Vanderbilt, and you can give me Lowry, and actually give me Mike Conley. I don't know how that would all work for contract wise, but yeah, figure out some shit, and then you can have Cat if you really want to keep making trades with the
Jazz not doing that shit.
Jazz. But so no, I don't think all is lost for the Timberwolves. Like you said, it's still 22 games in. Obviously, you're adding. Obviously, like I said, Cat isn't used to playing with a big. Rudy isn't used to playing with another big. Well, he played with Favors a little bit early on in like Utah, but that was a completely different scenario, a basically completely different league than how the how the league is now. So again, I think that they'll eventually figure some things out. Like I'm with you. I still think that there'll be a play-in team. Now I think some people thought that they could, 2K had them going to the championship. I don't think that shit gonna happen. I can't foresee that happening. But I do think that they can at least be a play-in team, and start to play some better basketball than what they have been playing so far this season. Yeah, I think we can leave that there. Surprises this season. While we're talking about Timberwolves, I think we can put them as a negative surprise. Who are some people and some teams that have surprised you this season, and why? I'm going to give you the floor because I have to use the bathroom. So,
For sure.
who has surprised you, and tell the people why?
Surprised me so far. This is not a good surprise. I'm gonna go with the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat are currently 10-12. I know they've been dealing with injuries and whatnot, but that's not okay. When you're the Miami Heat, when you go with the hyper seeds that they have, with Eric Spoelstra, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and that I know they lost that PJ Tucker. They lost a couple guys, but them being 10-12 is not okay to start. Last night, I know they had some injuries, but we watched them get torched by the Boston Celtics and Jason Tatum for 47. Where's the Heat culture at? Where's the pride? Where's the defense? Where is what y'all hang y'all hat on? The homie EJ is a diehard Miami Heat fan. He was all in my ear preseason about how it was going to be bounce back this season after the tough conference finals loss last year, and it's not there. Miami Heat Nation, what is going on? That's one surprise for me for sure. They got to get that shit together because that's unacceptable considering what they have on their roster. I know they had last year, I think, was it 2 All-Stars or 1? But they got to get that shit together ASAP. Another surprise, not really somewhat. I saw their roster, I thought they'd be good, but shout out to the Sacramento Kings. The Pacific Division is the top 2 division in the NBA. Shout out to the Sacramento Kings. De'Aaron Fox is balling out of control this year. Keegan Murray is not as good as I thought he would be, but shout out to that team. They all around. Shout out to Mike Brown. Shout out to Kevin Herter, who was shooting the lights out. Kevin Durant went on his podcast and praised him. Shooting like Clay, Steph, all those guys. Harrison Barnes getting good minutes from the wing. Demontis Sabonis was a part of that controversial trade for Haliburton last year. But the Kings came out and punched a lot of people in the mouth with an 11-9 start, one of the better offenses in the NBA. They can figure out how to get some stops, and they can figure out how to be that team. They could punch themselves in for a play-in or even the playoffs. But shout out to the Kings. That's one surprise so far this year for sure. Hopefully they can keep that going. Who else they got on their roster that's been balling? I'm looking. But yeah, D Fox is going to lock himself in for a guaranteed All-Star. Malik Monk, former Laker, coming out the bench, giving them buckets. Shout out to the Kings this year. They randomly had Terrence Davis come out there, give him 30 versus the Nets. Trey Lyles, I think that's definitely been a surprise. Who else is surprising us this season? Who else is surprising us? Utah has fallen off a little bit. They were the number 1 team in the West a week ago. Now you catch them at 13-11. They lost a couple games. Their last 10. Yep, shout out Mike Brown. They're 3-7 in their last 10. I think more problem with them is in the beginning of the season they kind of punch people in the mouth. Now people are kind of catching up to it. Scouting reports get out there on guys. Even though Larry Markin is still balling out of his mind, he's still a heck of a player. But I just think scouting reports kind of caught up. The league, he's kind of caught up to it, kind of realizing like we can't go to Utah, we can't go to Salt Lake City, we can't go into this city and just sleep and beat this team. And I think now teams are kind of bringing it to Utah. I don't think they will eventually join the Wimbayana sweepstakes. I think that they still do have a really good roster. I think Mike Conley's been in and out of the lineup as of late. But shout out to the Utah Jazz as they have came out, punch people in the mouth. They have slowed down lately. Lauri Markkanen is the clear leader for most improved player. No, Jazz not no. That's no. The Jazz are not about to trade everybody. They're going to continue to fight. Their team is too good. Only way for them to really tank will be they would have to do some crazy shit like trade Lauri. Why would you trade Lauri? Why would you break this team up? What they already got $1 billion picks from both Cleveland and from the Timberwolves. You're not blowing this team up. You simply aren't. Kelly Olynyk has been really good this season. He's been out there all season giving you 13 and like 7. Clarkson has been balling. Sexton is doing his thing. Jerry Vanderbilt, who we were just talking about, the former Timberwolves, this team is a good team. They share the ball. They move the ball. No selfishness. They have a guy to go to in the clutch when things get tough. So, yeah, that's another surprise so far this year. Even though they have slowed down a little bit, that team is still a team you cannot – if they come to your city, you better not sleep. Even if they tank, they would look into Victor. I guess. I mean, I know the odds don't really favor the worst team in the league no more, but they're not tanking. The Jazz, stop saying that. That narrative has to be crushed completely. The Utah Jazz are not a tanking team. Too much talent from top to bottom, and they play too well. They're coached too well, and they do everything the right way. And I was just talking about the Jazz. That was my last surprise team I was talking about. Even though they have slowed down 3-7 in the last 10 games.
Because Conley's hurt. Because Conley's hurt.
Okay.
Conley's
That's
hurt.
fair. But
the thing with the Jazz is the thing with the Jazz is just from like watching them is like I've seen them play twice in person this year. If anybody gets hurt, oh shit. They're just not a deep basketball team. Yeah, they're just not like a really deep, like they have 7 or 8 really good NBA players, quality NBA players.
Starts for Conley when he doesn't play,
Sexton.
Oh, okay.
But like now Sexton and Jordan Clarkson are commanding your offense. Is that what you want to happen? Shout out Colin Sexton. Shout out Jordan Clarkson.
That's better than a lot of teams.
Yes. Yes. Again, they're both scoring guards. Both two guys who can go out there and get you 20 points. But I said, do you want them conducting your offense?
Probably not.
Do you want Jordan Clarkson and Colin Sexton worried about setting other people up?
I mean, I feel you, but Sexton needs to add that to he should be.
It ain't gonna get at it, brother.
They just gave him $80 million.
He had to score 20 points. What the game to score 20? Better go out there and score that goddamn ball. That's why we gave you that money. Score that damn ball. That's why we gave you the money. So again, with the Jazz, they're just running into injuries. My actual surprise, you know what? I'm gonna give them some props today. I don't know if they're a actual surprise, but I'm gonna give them and him some props. Russell Westbrook and the Los Angeles Lakers. Russell Westbrook with coming off the bench is gonna extend his career by at least 2 to 3 more years.
I'm not mad at that. Shout out to him, for real.
Shout out to him. No, he obviously
inside and able to do that.
Inside, former MVP.
Former everything. Former first team all NBA.
Everything. A lot of guys like, I'm not coming off no bench. He put his ego aside, came off the bench, has been playing great basketball for the most part when he gets in. Like when he gets in the game, the pace changes. I think the energy of the arena goes to a whole different level.
Did you see the step back he hit last night?
Yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah. I saw it when he fucking threw up a crip after he shot it. Yeah. I saw it. He said, it turned around. It was like, I was like, I hate Russ. But no,
it was up when he hit that motherfucker.
but no. Russ has been playing really, really solid basketball off the bench, and even in the Indiana game. Obviously, which they lost a 20-point lead, but you know where they lost the lead?
Great. I fell asleep when it was up 17. I'm not even gonna hold you. I woke up, nigga text me. I take Twitter. So I'm like, what the fuck? Why'd they lose the lead, G? I didn't even.
They took Russ out, and then Bron came in doing whatever the fuck LeBron was doing.
Bron is not playing good basketball.
Bron is not now. Now again, Now again, last night it was solid, but that's because his three was on.
The
His
Bron
three
thing
was
is
on last night.
LeBron, like remember when he knew he was about to pass that record and he was just bricking threes.
Yeah.
I feel like Bron is on that same type of thing. I mean, it's kind of hard to really.
No, that's not what's going on.
I think that is exactly what's
That's
going on.
not what's going on.
Ever since the man found out he was that close to passing Kareem, he been playing some pretty bad basketball.
Nah,
Bron,
I think he's 38.
Bron hijacks the offense and he can't get by anybody now anymore. So it ain't cool. He has shades of where he look like OKC Melo out there. I ain't gonna hold you.
Whoa. Let's not
game.
do that. Let's not do
Bron,
OKC Melo. Let's
Bron
not do OKC Melo, brother. No, I know. I gotta stop you right there. No, I gotta stop you right there. I gotta stop you right there. Or whoa.
LeBron not shooting a bunch of contested bad shots.
Hold on, brother.
The ball is sticking when it gets to LeBron James.
Where is the OKC Melo highlights? I'm about to pull them up. Because you just said this man out here like OKC Melo. Hold on, brother.
With more playmaking. OKC Melo with a little more playmaking and way more turnovers.
Hold on,
and way more turnover. It's the facts. LeBron don't care. Get off LeBron. It's the facts, man. LeBron is not out there playing for the Los Angeles Lakers most of the time. And when he hit 8 threes versus San Antonio the other night. That was a shocker.
I gotta do the whole. Okay, I can't even share. I gotta do the system.
It's in the game. He hijacks the offense, and
I agree with
the ball
that.
don't move around as much. Anthony Davis is not getting as involved as much. Anthony Davis was looking like the best fucking big man in the whole entire NBA. When LeBron James was sitting on the bench and was putting the fit on. LeBron James has to. This nigga Ron was texting, shut my ass up. No, it's the truth. LeBron fans don't want to hear this shit. But LeBron has to be a little more selfless. He has to sacrifice.
I agree.
You can argue Russell Westbrook runs the offense better than LeBron James does. I don't like when they play Dennis Schroeder, Westbrook, and LeBron at the same time. That shit is insane. It's a circus. I think it's another reason why they lost that game down clutch against the Pacers. But he just has to be more selfless. And Anthony Davis is finally, I think, obviously, like I said, he's coming out pretty much 2 years of rest. But I think he's finally getting into his rhythm, and he's finally establishing himself as that guy. Also, the Lakers have been winning more games. The strength of schedule has lightened up. Like
also, but also they've again gotten healthy. Dennis Schroeder came back, quality NBA player. Thomas Bryant came back, another quality player. So the Lakers actually look like a competent basketball team. So I do want to give them some credit. Like, even though they did lose the Indiana game, 17-point lead, whatever, they came back, beat the Blazers yesterday. Granted, the Blazers had some injuries, but they came back, beat the Blazers. Like, they've been looking like a competent basketball team. I would love to see what they do Friday against Milwaukee. They'll probably lose, but I would still love to see how they lose the game.
Middleton is returning that game too. That shit is
I would love to see. They'll probably lose. But again, I would love to see how they lose the game. But they've been at least. But again, but seriously, they've at least been in every game. They currently are 7th in defensive rating. They're 25th in offense, but they're currently 7th in defensive rating. They can fix their offense and get to maybe like 15th. I think they can at least be a quality playing team and maybe make it to the playoffs. And if you make it to the playoffs, you still have to beat LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook 4 times in 2 weeks.
I think
it'll get done. I think they will be beaten, but you still have to do it.
I think the offense has improved. I mean, Patrick Beverley on offense is like the comment, get Pat Bev off the court. That man walking 0 for 7 from 3. Marley Colbert, agree 1,000%. Even though I do think his defense has been somewhat, he takes the challenge, but his offense has been absolutely huge.
Austin Reeves. Can we talk about Austin Reeves?
Last night. He's turned into a hell of a role.
He learned how to dribble like this. It was one move he hit baseline, hit it with a a little fucking quick half spin, went to I'm like, yo.
He has turned into a solid role player.
He has.
We needed him to take a step drastically, and that has helped the team a lot. Also, just think the team is playing to their strengths a lot more. Lakers are top 5 in points per game score. I think they scored like 55 or points per paint in the game. This team has guys who can get to the rim. Westbrook can still get to the rim. Anthony Davis is probably best top 3 paint scorer in the NBA besides Giannis and Zion. These guys can get to the rim. They can punish you in the paint. If they stop shooting 33s a game, they can be in pretty much any game. They still have a shot. They just have to play smart basketball. They got to play to their strengths. They can't settle. Also, Lonnie Walker is playing himself into a contract this offseason, just like how Malik Monk did last year. Exceptional athleticism. He's shooting the heck out the ball. The Lakers have been interesting. And then ever since they started playing weaker teams, they've started to finally rack some wins up. I think they won, I don't know, 5 of their last 7 or 5 of their last 6, something like that. But they ever since the competition went down a little bit, even though it's about to peak back up right again, we see him versus the Bucks, we see him versus a couple other good teams in the near future. But the Lakers have been, Ham and those guys have been showing improvements over the last couple of weeks or so. We need AD to continue this. AD needs to lock himself as an all-star spot in.
I mean, come on, I think he's fully had locked the all-star spot in, brother. Like, I think
you sure? Because you think they're gonna get the Lakers 2 all-stars?
That's LeBron and Anthony Davis will be all-stars. What are we doing? LeBron is averaging 26, 8, and 6.
I'm gonna be an all-star just because he's LeBron. But if you being real,
no, he's still averaging 26, 8, and 6. You not gonna name me 11 more people that should be over the man?
I bet I could.
You gonna name me 11 people in the West that should be over LeBron for the all-star team?
Give me fucking Larry Marketing over LeBron in the all-star game. But shit, let me name my people, G. I'm about to name my people. But I'm waiting for. Should I wait till he come back? Larry Marketing is playing winning basketball. I don't see how that's controversial to me. Is that controversial comments? Is that controversial to y'all? But can I name my people now since you back? I'm gonna name my people. So obviously we got
No, do not give me Larry Marketing over LeBron James on fucking December 1st.
That's playing winning basketball.
I get that, but no.
And
what is Larry averaging this year?
I think like 22.
Larry is averaging 22, 8, and 6.
Who would you rather watch?
What?
Who is more of a joy to watch? When you turn the game on, you see
LeBron James more of a joy to watch.
LeBron
James more of a joy to watch than Larry Marketing.
He can't even get by Larry Marketing.
No.
He couldn't even get by when he played the Jazz. He dribbling in circles, shooting that bullshit fadeaway.
Listen. I think Larry Marketing is a leading candidate for.
He's not a better shooter.
I think Larry Marketing is a leading candidate for most improved player.
I
would not give him an all-star spot over LeBron James.
He's more enjoyable to watch than LeBron James.
No, he's not. There would never be a time in life in which Larry Marketing more enjoyable to watch.
I'd rather give my money.
Who the hell you want to see the all-star game? Larry Marketing or goddamn LeBron James?
In the all-star game, probably LeBron, but in the regular NBA game, Larry.
I want to see LeBron James. Did you see the duck he had last night? Larry Marketing is not doing that.
If you want to go based off like you feel me, shit like that, but in the NBA game, who's gonna produce and who's gonna play real team basketball, move around?
Give me LeBron James. But Larry Marketing is having a really good season. Wait. Shout out to Larry. Okay.
LeBron, tragic.
Name me the fucking other. Okay, name me the other 11 people. I'm not agreeing with Larry Marketing. No, most improved player though. Facts. Most improved player. He get all my votes. He got all my votes. But
D-Book. Jokic.
Okay.
Zion.
What's Zion doing this season, brother?
Ja.
I don't know if Zion over, bro. I don't know about Zion. Desmond Bain and Ja.
Yeah, all right. Desmond Bain and Ja. That's 4 then. Because I said Jokic, Book, Desmond Bain, Ja.
Okay.
Paul George. De'Aaron Fox.
PG is debatable.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, not the shit he's been pulling off this season.
No, here's why PG is debatable.
Paul George.
It's debatable. I think he's a better basketball player in 2022 than Bron, but it's debatable.
What the fuck? How's it? That don't make sense.
I don't know if he's had a better season than Bron. I really honestly don't know. It's debatable.
All right, that's 6G.
Luka, Luka, Shea, Steph. Okay, all them. I'll give you them.
Dame, Lillard, Shea. That's like 10.
I don't know about Dame, brother. I don't know about Dame.
You don't know about Dame?
I don't know if he's gonna be. I don't know if I do Dame over
Anthony
him.
Davis.
Yeah, AD for sure.
That's 11.
Dame has played 11 games.
That's some sort of catastrophe, like change comes up in the way LeBron James play basketball. He don't need to be all-star this year. He's gonna be all-star.
He's gonna be all-star. He should be all-star.
Not gonna be
deserved. He deserves it. Yeah, no. He will.
No, but I sit back and I watch 90% Laker games, and this nigga Bron is just fucking the whole vibe up out there. G, I don't want to reward that shit.
Now look.
Jeremy Grant has been balling.
No, he's not over Bron though. But I do want to talk about that.
What?
Jeremy Grant has been looking like fucking Kevin Durant certain nights. I do want to say that. Jeremy Grant has been looking like fucking Kevin Durant.
He did Zion something crazy.
What?
He be pulling the niggas' faces.
He be going crazy. He be looking like he be looking like KD. Sometimes I'm like, nigga, what is going on? What is going on? I have never seen you act like this.
Jeremy Grant.
I will give you Jeremy Grant been balling over LeBron. No, but Jeremy Grant has been balling this season.
Crazy
balling this season. Facts.
Yeah,
Jeremy Grant has been balling.
Jeremy, I think he had too much of a role in Detroit. He probably had too little bit of a role in Denver, but then right here in Portland is perfect for him.
He's never been with other people who could get money like this
and take attention from him while he still needs.
Yeah, like Simons can literally go off when Dame actually plays. Dame is obviously Dame Lillard. Like in Detroit, he was basically getting the prime defender every night if they was a wing defender. Now you got a lot of other people to worry about other than just him. Like he has never played with this many scoring options. While he also has as much freedom as he has right now. But one other person that you want to talk about, Tyrese Haliburton. Is Tyrese Haliburton officially here? Granted, they just played the Kings yesterday. The Kings gave Tyrese Haliburton a live action display of why they traded him.
I didn't see that game, bro.
They gave him a live action display. They beat the hell out the Pacers. They beat the hell out the Pacers. Now, granted, he gave him a live action display of why they traded that man. But what do you think about the season Tyrese Haliburton is having? And is it safe to say Tyrese Haliburton has arrived? And also, where would you rank him in the pantheon of guards today?
I think he's without a doubt a top 10 point guard. I don't think anybody's really debating that at this point. And he's also leading the wins. The Indiana Pacers are currently 12-9 and 4th in the West. Who the hell saw that coming?
You mean East? They are 4th in the East.
I mean, yeah, East. I'm speaking. Yeah, in the East. They are 12-9. But I think Tyrese Haliburton is a surefire lock for his first ever All-Star game this season.
He's gonna make it, yeah.
Yeah, expect to see him there. But I think he's bolted himself up there in the conversation of the better guards in the league. Like, I saw one debate who they said they was debating Tyrese Haliburton or LaMelo, and it seemed like a lot of people was taking the Haliburton side. How do you feel about that?
I'm not mad at it. I think LaMelo's name is better than his play sometimes. Not saying that he's not. No. Listen, not saying LaMelo is not good, because obviously LaMelo is a good basketball player. But I think the name LaMelo Ball is bigger than his play sometimes. I don't think Tyrese Haliburton has that sexy of a name, but he's giving you 19 and 11. Melo don't do that.
And he don't turn the ball over.
He don't turn. Melo will turn that bitch smooth over. Like, I think Melo is more box office than him, obviously. He'll throw a lob between his legs. He just plays cooler. He's probably funner to watch, but I think I'm actually not mad at that at all. Somebody said Tyrese Haliburton is what Lonzo should be. I'm not mad at that.
No, I'm not mad. That's
I'm not mad at that. But how do I feel about Tyrese? I like Tyrese. I love what Tyrese Haliburton is doing. I don't like the fact that people act like the Kings made the wrong decision. I think the Kings made the right decision.
I think they could have got more than Sabonis.
What the fuck? What more do you want for this fucking Sabonis?
I think the price could have been higher.
What more do you want than fucking Domantas Sabonis? You talk about a guy who could get you a triple-double almost any given night. He is 14. He is what is Sabonis averaging? And also, I think Domantas had a hand in making them an actual NBA team. Also, is Tyrese better than De'Aaron Fox?
No, not yet. He can be.
No. So again, you had to let De'Aaron fly. You see what De'Aaron's doing this year? You had to let De'Aaron fly. Also, you just can't keep fucking drafting guards, bro. They had Davion. What more do you want? Geez, Sabonis is giving you 17, 11, and 6. What more do you want?
He also be getting exploited in them pick and rolls, and he also has a lot of flaws that show a lot of times in Kings basketball game.
Okay, but he still give you 16 and 12. He might be an all-star. He probably won't, but he'll get some votes. He's been an all-star before. He's been an all-star how many times? 2-time all-star. See, no, Sabonis deserves it. That to me is a trade where both teams went out. The Pacers probably wanted to move on, get younger. They probably were trying to quote-unquote tank, but didn't know that, oh shit, he's going to be really good. And the Kings wanted to become an actual basketball team. The Kings, for the first time, literally, there are probably children. No, there are children who are in high school who have never seen the Kings good. There are children who are in high school who have never seen the Kings play past April.
High school kids, they ain't never seen the Kings good.
They 15 years old, full minds, ain't never seen the Kings play a playoff game. The last time the Kings played a playoff game, I was a freshman. I'm 31. I was a freshman in high school. T.I. probably hadn't dropped King yet. I don't even know if ATL was out.
ATL fire movie, by the way, but yeah, I feel you.
Drake didn't exist.
Drake didn't exist.
Little Wayne hadn't dropped the Drought 3. The last time the Kings made the playoffs. So it was time. KD wasn't in the league.
Cash in them young assets.
KD wasn't in the league, G. So it was time for the Kings to literally put together a basketball team that makes sense. But good for Tyrese Haliburton. Again, I love everything he's doing. I think we're in a I think we'll always, like, especially now being the quote-unquote point guard era, but I think we're entering a new point guard era. Remember the mid-2000s when you had Steph coming up, you had Dame, you had Kyrie, you had Russ. Like, I think we're entering that
new... running shit, he was like the top. Darren Williams.
Yeah. Well, Darren Williams, mid-2000s, no. Mid-2000s, there was no Darren Williams anymore. Darren Williams was out of here. Yeah, no.
2005?
No, I mean, not too. I mean, mid 2010s.
Oh, like 2015, 2014?
Yeah, like the 13 to like
he's at the tone for the nigga. He's at the tone.
Yes, but Darren Williams was an afterthought.
And then also, he was an afterthought. The Patriots have the rookie of the year favorite right now. The Patriots.
You gonna go with him over Paulo?
Go with him over Paulo, man.
Why you going with him over Paulo?
19 points per game, 40% from three. He's a bucket. See, right now also Paulo's been injured. So while he was injured,
Paulo is still playing 15 games. But Paulo still playing 15 games.
Bendick played in 21. And I really like this.
Paulo giving you 22, 6, and 3 though.
I'm getting 19 and 40% from three. He only giving you 2 assists, 4 rebounds. I like this Benedict motherfucker.
I feel you, but I'm going Paulo, brother.
He got the confidence. Back up his Bron trash talk. He told everybody he was better than Bron. Then he outplayed Bron at the crib. Like, I like this dude. Like, hey, right now it's close, but I got.
I'm not mad at that. I got Paulo. I saw Paulo play live. Paulo took the KD challenge. He was also giving it to KD a little bit.
You did go to that game.
Yeah. That's actually a great segue. Bol Bol. Is Bol Bol here to stay? What do you think about Bol Bol? I guess I should go first, since I actually was literally at the game at Barclays and saw the Magic. So went to New York. They helped my homie cover the Bears-Jets game. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay in New York a little bit. I've been to the Garden before. I remember I went to a Knicks-Nets game in the Garden. And I don't think the Knicks were in town. They played Memphis, but I was like, I'm probably not going to be back from Jersey to go to that game by then. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. The next day, stay on Monday, and I go to Barclays because I haven't been. Barclays, by the way, very small inside, actually. Like, there's no, like, there's like no, like, the way it's built, it feels like you're like on top of the court.
What the fuck? That's what's up.
Like, there's no, like, really bad seat in the house. So at the game, obviously, a lot of the Magic were hurt. But luckily, Ben Simmons, KD, and Kyrie did play. Ben Simmons got hurt early in the game, so he didn't play that much. But I saw KD score, was it 43 when he missed 5 shots? Bol Bol is impressive. I know this has been said, so this is not like me, telling you new new news. But if you want to know what Victor Wembanyama might look at Bol Bol. Dead ass. Look at like Bol Bol did something.
It's funny. I feel you. I was going to he is looking like Dollar Store Wembanyama.
Dollar Store is fucking hilarious. But no, there was like a move he did where he, like, behind the back, ball actually got caught, like the ball got caught behind his back, so he cuffed it and just pulled up for 3. I'm like, okay, this man look nice. another play the late he did where he just moved like an alien. It's like, I don't know how you maneuver yourself to the rim like that. But somebody must. But Bol Bol is finally playing like. Remember Thon Maker? Remember Thon Maker's high school highlights?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, of course.
Thon Maker's high school highlights were insane.
Now he plays overseas somewhere. It's literally crazy.
Yeah. Then you had Bol Bol, right? Bol Bol, who I thought would be a lottery pick, obviously he dropped down because of concerns about his foot. I thought that he would be a lottery pick, like I said. Then he got to Denver, never really played in Denver, but you can kind of understand why. He came to a team that was pretty much contending So they really had time for you to make mistakes. So you get to Orlando. Orlando seems to be running like a Raptors on steroids type of lineup, where they don't want anybody who's short. They'll put like one guard out there, then put him up there with everybody who's 6'9" and up. And he's excelling. Like he's getting a play. Like I think somebody lit a fire under him and was like, brother, if you don't get this shit together, you might not be in the league that long. But no, he's playing really, really good basketball. Like Bol Bol is giving you, I think he was like, he's tops in like, I think it's like contested threes or some shit he's tops in. Yeah, Bol Bol is giving you 13 points, 7 boards. He can pass a little bit. Granted, he's only giving you 1 assist, but he can pass a little bit. He's giving you 2 blocks a game, shooting 40% from 3, shooting 60% from the field. Like Bol Bol is a quality NBA player. I think I think if he can stay healthy, him on the Magic with Paulo, with Wendell, with Franz Wagner, with Cole Anthony.
Is balling, G.
Franz
I got
Wagner
him
is
in like
balling.
all my fantasy leagues, bro. Getting 20
balling.
a game.
He's balling. He's balling.
Every night he giving you 20. Heck of a player.
So yeah, like I appreciate what Bol Bol is doing, and I think he's here to stay. I think he is literally a official, legitimate NBA player. And if you want to know what Wembyana might look like next year, watch Bol Bol. What do you think about Bol Bol?
Pretty much just the big piggyback what you said. Yeah, the talent has always been there. Like he's shown flashes of this. Like when he got in the game when Denver was up 40, he'd get in there and maybe walk into a transition 3. He'd get in there, throw a flashy pass. But now he's finally stringing it together. We have Mature in the podcast. Obviously, diehard Nuggets fans always tell me Bol Bol just lazy. So like back to also piggyback what you said about how he just somebody probably told him like, yo, you're gonna have to get your shit together. You can't be in the NBA staying up till 4 a.m. or you can't be in the NBA doing this.
I saw Bol Bol post game. I saw Bol Bol like outside in fucking New York post game. That nigga tall as hell.
For real?
Tall as
goofy
hell.
Shit too, huh?
Yeah, it just look crazy. Like, bro, why are you this tall? G trying to sit in this small ass restaurant?
Yeah, but seriously, you done seen him around too in the city. Yeah, he be wearing crazy. He be wearing like Young Thug, like little.
He be wearing crazy fits. He do look like Young Thug.
Like,
funny
like
as hell.
little dresses and stuff, all that weird shit. You know how to do.
But yeah, this
somewhat. I mean, it's somewhat. I mean, I'm a little.
That's your man's in them. That's your man's in them. That's your man's.
I guess, but just like it just seemed like it's finally coming together. Like, he showed flashes of what he's doing now, but he's never really strung it together. Now that he's focusing and it seemed like he's more locked in Orlando, he's just doing his thing.
I think that's a great question.
And y'all liked me about
Magic
the
Pistons.
You and Ron liked me about the fucking Pistons. Y'all said they wasn't gonna be.
K got hurt. K got hurt. Kate. What the fuck you mean? Kate is out for the season. He got hurt.
All it takes is one injury for them niggas to be as trash as they is.
Yeah.
Kate.
Let AD go down right now. Let AD get hurt right now. Let AD get hurt right now.
That's different.
How is it different?
That's different.
How is it different?
What you mean? I know the Lakers not that good. Now. I know the Lakers not that good.
Let Steph get hurt right now.
I mean, what you mean? They'd be able to do a little something with Steph.
Are you sure about that?
Poole could finally come.
Steph go down right now. What the Warriors doing?
I don't think they'd be that bad. They're already bad, but they wouldn't be.
Devin Booker go down right now. What the Suns doing?
If Chris Paul get back, we've seen Chris Paul win games without D-Book. Don't
in 2023.
All he gotta do is game.
Giannis go down right now. What the Bucks doing?
We've seen him win games without Giannis. They got Chris Middleton back on Friday.
He ain't played. Bro. Point being what I'm saying, bro. If your best player is taking off your team, I already didn't think. Listen. I already didn't think the Pistons was some like great team anyway. I said they could possibly be a play.
It was gonna be fired.
I said that they could be a playing team. If you take the best player off a playing team, yes, they suck. But who would you take the next 5 years, the Magic or the Pistons? I think this is a trick question.
The Magic.
But you say the Magic. Why?
I'm saying the Magic because of what we just named. Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter, Bol Bol.
Great question, by the way. It's a great question.
I like the Magic nucleus a little better. I think, especially with the emergence of Franz Wagner, he's also up there. I think he's probably right behind marketing for most improved player this season.
I don't know if he's behind marketing because he was good. Because he was good last year.
He wasn't this good though. He wouldn't give you 20 every night.
He was giving you 15.
That's a 5-point jump. That's drastic. That's most improved player type shit.
He's also taking more shots and playing more minutes.
As he should, because he's a better basketball player. I mean, we're talking about who?
I am going to say
Let me look at the matchup, bro.
I would take the Pistons. I think Cade has the potential to be the best.
Mention Ben Carroll. What the fuck?
I think Cade has the potential to be the best player out of any of those batch of guys. I also really love what Jaden Ivey is doing. Jaden Ivey is giving you 16, 4 and 4. Granted, he ain't shooting very well, but he's still giving you 16, 4 and 4. And I mean, Sadiq Bey is there. Jalen Duren, I like a lot. I think Jalen Duren can be not saying he's going to be this guy, just saying in this type of mode, the Dwight Howard type of mode. Not saying he's going to be Dwight Howard. I'm just saying he can be in that mode of player. But Dwight Howard.
Who could be Dwight Howard?
Jalen Duren. I'm not saying he could be literally Dwight Howard, but that mode of player.
All right, bro. You got it.
Really, Clint Capella. Think he'll be Clint Capella.
Thank you. God.
But if Dwight Howard played today, he would be a better Clint Capella.
No, the fuck he wouldn't.
He would be Dwight Howard. Clint Capella.
He
would be. He would win 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. And he would catch a lot of lobs.
No, Clint Capella would never sniff a fucking Defensive Player of the Year award. That's why you can't throw them.
I said a better version, brother. Clint still give you like 14 and 14. G. I said a better version.
Hey, Dwight will be like 22 and 14 though. He might be like 25 and 14 nowadays.
He's not giving you 25 points.
Prime Dwight, if you put him in this era,
Prime Dwight didn't give you 25. Prime Dwight didn't give you 25 points in his era when they fucking posted them all day.
He getting more lives. The game is faster. Getting more opportunities. He gonna run the floor like a mother. He beating every center down the court all night.
That's why I said I think Jalen Duren can be like that. I think Jalen Duren has the athletic ability. He's already giving. No, look, listen. He's giving you 6, 7, and basically a block a game, and he's playing 22 minutes. If you per 36, that is 10, 11, and basic and 1.5. He's 19 years old.
We also ain't seen Jonathan Isaac in fucking 3 years.
We haven't seen Jonathan Isaac.
He's still a hell of a player. This is Magic. I think Magic blows him out the water, G.
But also, I'm looking at what I'm looking at. I think the Pistons might get Wembanyama.
I mean, that's a I hope so because they can't get Scoot Henderson with all the guards they got.
Now, if the Magic get Wembanyama in the fucking league,
in the league, they compete in first year,
huh?
They can run out Bol Bol, Wembanyama, Ben Carroll, and Isaac at the same time.
In the league.
That's a 2K lineup.
In the league. Literally in the league. In the league, we're done. We've seen enough. It's over with in the league.
That would be fire. I'm not hating on that.
In the league. I want to see Wemby either on Houston or on Detroit. Really, Detroit. Only issue with Houston
not gonna treat him right, G. Hell nah, bro.
The only
looking his ass off for them fucking step back deep twos, and I
gotta like put the surprises back up. Are we surprised that Houston is this bad? I thought they would be a little bit better. They are really bad.
They've had some good wins over the last couple of a week or so. Who did they beat? Let me see. The Hawks, I think. Somebody good. Yeah, they did beat the Hawks in that game when fucking Dejounte Murray was hitting people on the head. You saw that?
Yeah.
Like I legit seen high school players throw hands in practice over that. You can't be doing that, man.
And then like proceed to lose the game.
But yeah, Dejounte has been walling ever since he's been in Atlanta. He wasn't acting like he was under Pop.
He wasn't.
But Houston hasn't been bad. Is it? You said it's surprising to you? I mean, I knew they would be trash.
I didn't think they'd be this bad. Like they don't have an actual NBA team.
They beat the Thunder and they beat the Rockets. Last two games, on the 26th and on the 25th, on the back-to-back. But yeah, besides that, they have been tragic.
Like they don't have an actual NBA basketball team.
What the fuck they have been? I said, they got the AAU circuit, right? They're the leader of the AAU shit. I'm telling you, I feel bad for Jabari Smith because he can't get going because he got his guards looking to score every damn time.
Yeah, Kevin Porter is not with that passing shit.
That hurts him a lot.
Kevin Porter is not with that passing shit.
That might be
what he there for.
That's the title right there. Kevin Porter is not with that
passing shit. Kevin Porter is not with that passing shit, brother. He is not here for that. Kevin Porter. Now, granted, I do like Şengün. Like I said, I think Jabari Smith has potential to be a all defensive level player one day. I think he's really good. I think he can be really good defensively. Uh, Currently his defensive rating is 6 on the team with 116. Alfred Şengün has a higher defensive rating. That's actually interesting. But yeah, they don't have actual NBA players. I thought that they would be better than what they are. But last thing I want to talk about, because I want to give you a chance to fucking gloat about your favorite player in the world. MVP favorites. I want us to pick our top 3 MVP favorites right now as it stands on December 1st.
I just got one quick comment.
It's really fucking December 1st.
Luka is not in my shit. Luka is not in my shit. Luka is not in my shit.
Why is he not in your? Why?
Because he be out there getting away with murder, and he just be stat padding the Mavericks on the way to all them losses. And I'm not rewarding that for my MVPs. I'd rather have somebody that's not on that type of time.
So give me your 3 people and tell me why.
My 3 people, I'm going Tatum, Book, and Giannis. Those 3. I got Tatum first. I got Tatum first because he plays both ends. And he also, like, him and Jaylen Brown combined to give you over 50 points per game. I think that kind of somewhat can submit to kind of how Tatum can be selfless at times too. He's willing to make that extra pass, get other guys involved. No Robert Williams this season. New coach. This shit don't matter. He's still out there fucking everybody up, giving you over 30 a game, playing D. He's a pleasure to watch every night. You turn the Celtics basketball on, you're going to get a show from that man. Shout out to him. I'm going Giannis, of course. No Chris Middleton all season. Still a top 5 player on both ends. Don't take no plays off. I think he's giving you like something crazy, like 30 and 12 every night. It just, without a doubt, I don't think anybody's debating that. Giannis is Giannis. I don't know if he'll be able to sway the voters on another award because he's won it so many times. We know everybody, and we're all familiar, all NBA fans are familiar with voter fatigue. That's something he's probably going to deal with. And I'm going Devin Booker. We talked about this earlier. No Chris Paul out of the season, no Cam Johnson, and he is carrying the load. He's also giving you another 30-point per game score. I think we have about 4 or 5 30-point per game scores this season. D Book is one of them. He dropped 51 last night on the Bulls. Statement game. People who thought Levine was on his level. But yeah, those 3 guys are my runaways for top 3 MVP right now. I don't think anybody else is fairly really close. But those are the 3 guys I'm going with. Who you got, Patrick?
I got Book. I got Book. I have Tatum. I think Book has come back and stepped it up to another level. I think he's kind of cemented himself as the best shooting guard in the NBA. I think it was questions before this year, but I think he's cemented himself as the best shooting guard in the NBA now. So I think he's come back and he's took the reins, especially since Chris Paul has come down and he's really like leading that team. So I think that's good. Tatum also, I think that he came back motivated after that. The worst final performance in the past decade. The North still remembers. The North remembers after the worst final performance in literally a decade. It's the worst performance in literally a decade. It's the worst performance since Bron did that shit against the Mavericks. It is that level. It was that level of bad. Only reason Bron shit was worse because we had higher expectations for him. It's the only reason Bron shit was worse. But it was that level of bad. But I do think Tatum has come back this year. He's come back a better leader. I think he just come back just better in general. I think that he has a better sense of what he should be doing on the court. I think defensively he's a little bit better. I think he's just leading this team to victory. So I would put Tatum number 1. Just because again they all have the best record in the
man, flowers,
18-4. I put him number 1. And number 3, I got Luka, bro. I'm sorry, G.
Luka's out his list.
I'm like, bro, I'm sorry, G. Luka, like, no, listen.
He tricked y'all, man.
He might trick us, and he might be stat padding. But have you seen them fucking stats?
Trick y'all, man.
But have you seen the stats? This man is out there averaging 33, 8, and 8. And he's giving you 2 steals a game. So we can't even say he's not contributing anything defensively anymore because he's actually giving you 2 steals a game.
Like 6 of them points off. He be traveling, carrying all of the above.
It don't matter.
What do you think? They randomly picked up Kemba Walker? That's interesting. I didn't see that shit.
I think they need another ball handler, so it kind of makes sense. I mean, obviously, I think, Hurley Walker is not the Hurley Walker of old.
I like Dinwiddie, though.
Yeah, but you can't have 2 ball handlers on the basketball team, bro. You need 3. Like, even last year when they had Brunson, he's supposed to come in and kind of do what Brunson did. Kind of, sort of. Granted, he's not Jalen Brunson. Jalen obviously a better basketball player than him right now. But he's supposed to come in and kind of do what Jalen Brunson did. So if I had to rank my MVPs, I would go Tatum number 1, I would go Book number 2, and I would go Luka number 3, and Giannis number 4. Only reason Giannis is 4 is because 1, voter fatigue, and 2, I don't think he has his numbers say he's doing more than he's done in other years that he won MVP. And it's hard to win like multiple MVPs unless like you do something in one season that you ain't never fucking done. And I don't think he's doing something that he's never done. Granted, he is missing Chris Middleton, his second star. They're still second in the conference. But when I look at Luka's at what Luka is doing, I can't ignore that.
Yeah.
So
can we talk about one more thing before we go?
What's up? What's up?
Let's talk about our fantasy league, the sleeper.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about that. Anybody want to take a wild guess on as to what my record is in the sleeper fantasy league with 22 teams? I came out Bolton.
No, look. I looked at your team the other day. You have a really good team.
My bench is kind of trash, but my team is fired. Y'all drafted him. Like, y'all really focused on that shit.
No, look. Anthony Simons was like your sneak pickup, which I actually want Anthony Simons. Anthony Simons is the reason why your team is good. Anthony Simons is dead ass. Simons is the reason why you have a squad. Shout out Ronald. Appreciate you, brother.
What's good,
Joe hate on Bron and Luka.
Y'all let me get AD like 20th in the draft. I had the last pick, and I still got AD in the first round. The last pick, he's fucking killing, bro.
No. Yeah, your team nice.
But
my team nice too, though. Don't do that though.
Killing. Christian Wood is having a hell of a year. Malik Beasley had back-to-back like 28-point games. Dame is having a redemption year. People said he washed. I get TJ Warren back today. And I also saw a comment earlier that said I'm the TJ Warren of the rec league. I had me crying. I'm probably gonna post that.
That's funny.
But shout out to the sleeper league. I'm projected to crush my opponent this week. I think I play you like week 11 or something. I have to make a side bet on that. Yeah, but I'm really impressed with myself, and I'm excited about this league. Shout out to everybody who's been competing all year. Y'all be in the chat sometimes. 6-0. I'm taking it serious. Ain't no game. I'm still number 1 on waiver wire in the league. I haven't picked up nobody all year because I had the last pick, so I'm number 1 on waivers. So I'm waiting on somebody cold to come. So I'm gonna get them. I'm excited for this league. I'm excited to win my second championship, and I'm gonna be talking crazy after I win my second championship. But yeah, my top contributors. Shout out to Simons. AD has been insane. Last week he had like, I don't know, something like 40 and 15 versus the Suns, something crazy. Christian Wood. I love my team, man. I love my team. I would die for these niggas. Oh. But yeah, loving this.
My team. You know, I got.
What you got? What's up with your team?
De'Aaron Fox, Colin Sexton.
Fox is why your team. He's killing this year.
No,
that was a good pick right there for sure.
No, Fox really isn't. Kyle Kuzma is balling. Balling.
You do got Kuzma too, huh? Damn.
No, I'm still telling you.
And you got Giannis, bro. That's crazy.
I got Giannis. I got Fox, Colin Sexton, Derek White, who's sneaky. Derek White will give you like 20 points one night and then 8 the other. It's really. I was really trying to play him. I wasn't trying to
picking matters, bro. You got to really pick the right games. Yeah, that shit matters. Like hell.
Harrison Barnes steady every night. Harrison Barnes is steady every single night. Every night he gonna give me at least 14 to 8. Steady. Harrison Barnes is steady. Obviously, Giannis, pick a game. It doesn't matter. Literally, I'd be like, whatever.
Man, would it be like same thing on AD? I'd be like, any game.
Pick a game. It don't matter. Kyle Kuzma. Kuz pretty much every night too. I got Kuz against the Lakers on Sunday because I think Kuz gonna have a revenge game. I still put him against Charlotte. That's like the easy one, but like, nah.
Charlotte. I usually always pick Charlotte when I see Charlotte on the list because they play so fast.
Yeah. Me too. But I'm picking the Lakers because like revenge.
I'm not mad at that. That's fair.
I got Aiden on my team. I should have picked Aiden last night. Aiden had 51 points, but they play Houston on Friday.
He did go
so I picked Aiden against Houston on Friday. Even though they might beat the brakes off Houston, so he might not have to play that much. But I picked Aiden against Houston on Friday. Reggie Jackson be showing me love, brother. Reggie Jackson had 46 points on Monday for me, brother. Reggie Jackson, shout out my man's Reg, big Reg, man. Reggie was good, brother. Shout out you, Reggie. And then I got Larry Nance. And my bench kind of trash. I got Alex Caruso.
My bench is terrible, G. That's why I can't have no injuries, bro. I can't have no injuries, G.
Yeah, me either. If I get any injuries, I'm cooked.
I'm fucked.
I'm cooked. I got Caruso, Huff. I got Jalen Williams, who is actually be balling sometimes. Doug McDermott, Huff. Jeremy Scotchen, who is decent. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Huff, and yeah. But can we talk about the other fantasy league?
Oh, the one on ESPN. I'm
Yeah.
pretty good in that one too. I'm solid in that one too. Oh,
I
Ron,
am
Ron,
four
you
and
said you
two in
cooked in
that
the
one.
Super League. Ron, you not cooked. He was talking to me about how he beat you. He beat it. He like I beat the Denali boys.
He beat me. He beat me. He
You
beat me.
called me
Yeah,
slipping too, though. But I'm 5-1 in that league too, G. Like I'm low key a fantasy guru, nigga. Like I should really like bet every night on this shit.
I'm
Even
4 and 2,
keeping
but that's
it
only because I mean my team in this league hard too. I
Who you
picked
got?
up Dennis Schroeder. I got Jalen Green. That's not been going the right way. RJ Barrett, that really ain't been going the right way either. Draymond Green, Rudy Gobert,
Draymond
IL
Green is crazy.
DeSumo, Anthony Davis, Ben Simmons, Harrison Barnes, Bone Highland, Steph fucking Curry,
Bro,
Keldon Johnson, Kevin Love, and Gordon Hayward.
you're not gonna win
Ron,
the
you are
ESPN
not
league,
gonna win
Brown.
the
You're not
ESPN
gonna
league,
win
brother.
that shit.
Ron, you're not
You're
gonna
not
win.
gonna win that shit. Let me name my team in this league. G. I got Fox, Sexton. I don't even know who's been hooping. I got Bogdanovich again. I got Aiden, Levine, Giannis, Zion, Franz Wagner. I got Markieff Morris who be balling because fucking PG and Kawhi never fucking play. I got the God Jeremy Grant and Kelly Olynyk, and I got Wendell Carter. My team is
Hold on,
like
wait.
I
What's
really
your team again?
yeah. I'm team Wilson. I didn't even make a name. Look at that shit. It's crazy. All no
It's
trades,
alright,
none of
bro.
that. What?
It's alright.
Jeremy Grant, bro. Zion, Franz, Wagner, bro.
It's alright.
Mook.
Okay, you
What?
do got Giannis and Zion. That's kind of
Bro,
crazy.
and Fox, G, and Aiden,
Giannis
and
and
Levine.
Giannis and
Bro,
Zion is
come
kind of
on.
crazy.
And Jeremy Grant, bro. You see what he been doing to
Yeah, but I got
niggas. Bro, my team go crazy. This
yeah,
nigga
but I got
Ron
Steph. Yeah, but I
I
got
got
Steph,
shotgun
AD.
Larry.
I got Steph, AD, and Rudy.
I got Steph and AD. Rudy was terrible last night.
Yeah. But usually he giving me 10 and 10 every night at the very
I guess.
least.
I guess.
At the
But yeah, I
very
like
least.
my team. I'm at the what am I? I'm top of my conference 5-1. Or Ron 5-1 too. All right. You 4-2. Okay. Who is Cam? Oh, Cam is
Cam
trash.
is
I'm
one
about
and
to
five. I'm playing
I'm gonna
Cam right
text
now.
his ass today. I'm
I'm
gonna text
playing
his because
Cam right now.
he was talking the most shit.
But Cam team is terrible though.
He wasn't saying that preseason. See, I literally I didn't even say I hopped on the Voice of Fans podcast. Shout out to Cam. I got on there talk football, talk a little bit of basketball. But he was talking about how his team was way better than mine and whatnot. So
Cam
yeah, I'm
team
definitely
ain't
about to.
terrible. It's just they all hurt. Like he picked
Oh, I heard
Kawhi.
no.
Why did you do that? Shout out Kawhi, but like I would not pick Kawhi in fantasy. There's no where I would pick Kawhi in fantasy.
Any year past 2017, I'm not picking that nigga.
I'm not picking Kawhi in fantasy. I'm not picking Kawhi in
No.
fantasy. I'm not picking Kawhi in fantasy. No. I was scared to pick AD, so I'm definitely not picking Kawhi in fantasy. Shout out Kawhi, love you, Big Y, but I'm not picking you in fantasy. You all my fantasy.
Yeah,
No.
that's not a
You
yeah
all my
for real.
fantasy.
I
The
don't
only
care how
Clipper I will pick in fantasy is Reggie Jackson because Reggie gonna be there. Reggie and Zubac, they gonna be there.
Zubac been hooping this year.
Zubac
I
has been
can't
ball.
believe
He
the
had a
Lakers
30 and
traded
30
that
game.
nigga from. I can't believe they traded him from Mike Muscala.
You gotta stop doing that. They create the cap space. That's also how they got the AD. You gotta stop doing that. But
Created cap space. What kind of contract does Zubac have? Where you need to move his contract?
they wanted
Who's the
AD, brother.
late?
They had to get AD.
I don't think. All right, man.
But we can leave it there, man. Thank you for watching. We won't go 2 weeks without an episode again because I am back in Los Angeles. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm back in Los Angeles. I might do a pod on Christmas from the homie crib. I got to figure that out. That'll be very fun. But yeah, man, if anybody's in Los Angeles, I have a show Saturday night at the Viper Room, 10:30. You can get tickets off my website being patverse.com, get tickets off there. $10 pre-sale. Come out, see a show, have fun, hope you enjoy it. And as always, you can follow me at PavWorld, PAVY World, all one word. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, Joe, get your plug in.
Thank y'all for tuning in. I see it was a ton of comments. We got to as many of them as we could. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to all y'all for real. We appreciate that a lot. Keep those comments coming in after we drop the video and the next live pod. Keep those coming. Follow me on Instagram, Joel R. Wilson. Get me on Twitter at the Jolts with 2 S's. That's it. We out. Thank y'all for tuning in, man.
Appreciate y'all.